Dear students, in this video lecture, we shall see what is the inductance of a single phase two-wire line. In medium and long transmission lines, inductance has more effect than the resistance. When alternating current flows through a conductor, it sets up a magnetic field. This alternating magnetic field links with the conductor, and according to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, an EMF is induced in that conductor, and this EMF is expressed in terms of inductance. If you remember, E is equal to L di by dt. This flux linkages has two parts. One is internal flux linkages and other one is external flux linkages. The internal flux linkages is because of its own current flowing through the conductor, and the external flux is due to two currents. One is because of its own current, another one is the other current which is flowing through other conductor, and because of that current the flux is produced in that conductor also links with this conductor. Therefore, the flux linkages will be of two types, internal as well as external. Now we shall see, with this background we shall see the inductance of a single phase two wire line. This is a two wire line. There are two conductors, conductor A and conductor B. The spacing between these conductors is d meters. Okay, let us see this. An inductance of a single phase two wire system consists of two parallel conductors which form a rectangular loop of one turn. When an alternating current flows through such a loop, an alternating magnetic flux is set up. This changing flux links the loop, and hence there will be an inductance. It may appear that the inductance of a single phase line is negligible because it consists of a loop of one turn and the flux path is through air of high reluctance. But as the cross-sectional area of the loop is very large, see, the cross-sectional area is the loop. I am talking about the loop. Loop means which consists of this conductor as well as this conductor, and these two conductors are separated in meters. So imagine what is the cross-sectional area of that loop. Okay, like this, large. So the cross-sectional area of the loop is very large, even for a small flux density. The total flux linking the loop is quite large. Hence, the line has appreciable inductance. Okay? Consider a single phase overhead transmission line consisting of two parallel conductors A and B, spaced d meters apart as shown here. Conductors A and B carry the same amount of current, that is IA, the current flowing through conductor A, IA, and the current flowing through conductor B, IB, is equal and opposite because conductor B is serving as a return path for this current. Okay, you can say IB is equal to minus IA, or IA is equal to minus IB. Okay, so it will form a return path for the other circuit, like this. Say this is one conductor and this is conductor B. Current IA is flowing through conductor A and conductor B is carrying a current IB in opposite direction, but IA and IB are equal and opposite. Okay. In order to find the inductance of conductor A or conductor B, we shall have to consider the flux linking with this. There will be flux linkages with conductor A due to its own current IA and also due to mutual inductance effect of current IB in the conductor B, like this. Conductor A, conductor B, IA is a current flowing through conductor A, IB is a current flowing through conductor B, and there will be a flux linking with conductor A due to its own current, as well as the flux linking with this conductor IA, conductor A due to this current IB. So there are two flux linkages. Okay. There will be flux linkages with conductor A due to its own current IA and also due to the mutual inductance effect of current IB in the conductor B. Therefore, the flux linkages with conductor A due to its own current, that's internal flux linkage, the external flux linkage. External flux linkage is due to its own current IA. So that we have already discussed, and I have taken from that is equal to mu naught IA by 2 pi into 1 by 4 plus integration r to infinity dx by x. Call this equation number 1. Flux linkages with conductor A due to current IB. Due to current IB is given by mu naught into IB divided by 2 pi integration d to infinity dx by x, which is, let us call it as equation number 2. Okay. Now, the total flux linkages with conductor A is psi A. Psi is also a denotion for it is also flux linkage. It denotes flux linkage. In the previous video lectures, if you remember, some books refer it as a lambda and some books it refers as a psi. So I have, for your convenience, I have taken this as a psi. So psi A, why psi A? Because I am calculating what is the flux linking with conductor A. So psi A is equal to expression 1 plus expression 2. So this you will get. Okay. You substitute the values. So you will get, go on solving this. You will get this mu naught by 2 pi 1 by 4 logarithm to the base e natural log of infinity minus log of, this is the integration of dx by x is log, natural log, ln, or log to the base e, upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, this I have done it. Now you simplify this. So you multiply ia. So mu naught by 2 pi ia by 4, ia into log infinity to the base e, and here also ib log to the base e infinity. So this will be common. So I will take log to the base e infinity common, ia plus ib minus ia log r minus ib log to the base e into d. So still simplifying this, ia plus ib, I have told you in the previous slide, ia plus ib is equal to 0 because ib is return path. ib is equal to minus ia. So ia minus ia is equal to 0. Okay. So ia plus ib is equal to 0 or minus ib is equal to ia. So you can substitute this minus ib into log to the base e d can be substituted with ia minus ib log d can be substituted with ia log to the base e into d because of this. Okay. Now the flux linkages with conductor A is given by mu naught by 2 pi ia by 4 plus ia log to the base e d minus ia log r Weber turns per meter length. Still simplifying, what we will get is mu naught by 2 pi Ia by 4 plus Ia log to the base e d by r, or you can write mu naught to Ia divided by 2 pi into bracket 1 by 4 plus logarithm d by r Weber turns per meter length. This is the flux linking with conductor A. Therefore, inductance of a conductor A is, flux linkages per current. So La is equal to psi A divided by Ia. This Ia get cancels. Finally, what we will get is mu naught by 2 pi into bracket 1 by 4 plus log to the base e d by r Henry per meter length. Still further simplification, mu naught, you know what is the value of mu naught? 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7. So 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 divided by 2 pi into bracket 1 by 4 plus log to the base e d by r Henry per meter. So this is further simplified as, see, this 2 pi get cancels. You will get 2 into 10 raised to minus 7. 2 if you take inside, what you will get is 2 divided by 4, that is 1 by 2. 10 raised to minus 7 into bracket 1 by 2 plus 2 log to the base e d by r Henry per meter. Call this equation number 1. This is the single conductor inductance of a single conductor. If you want to calculate the inductance of a loop inductance, then you have to multiply this La with 2 La, because we have two conductors. So 2 times La, which is given by 10 raised to minus 7 multiply 2, what you will get is 2 divided by 2 you will get 1 plus 4 log to the base e d by r Henry per meter length. Therefore, loop inductance is 10 raised to minus 7 1 plus 4 into log to the base e d by r Henry per meter. Call this equation number 2. This equation 2 is the inductance of a single phase 2-wire system and is sometimes called loop inductance. However, the inductance given by equation 1 is the inductance per conductor and is equal to the half of the loop inductance. This is inductance of a single conductor and this is the inductance of a loop conductor. Okay. So this is about inductance of a single phase 2-wire transmission line. Okay. The same can be expressed in other form also. Like the expression for the inductance of a conductor can be put in a very concise form. That is, La is equal to 10 raised to minus 7 1 by 2 plus 2 into log to the base e d by r. So I have taken 2 outside, so you will get this. So finally what you will get is, see, this you have to remember, 2 into 10 raised to minus 7. This 1 by 4 can be expressed like this, log to the base e raised to 1 by 4, and here log to the base e is taken. So d by log to the base e d by r into e raised to minus 1 by 4, and this, if we put r into e raised to minus 1 by 4 is equal to r dash, then what we will get is La is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 log to the base e d by r dash Henry per meter, and this r dash is the radius of the fictitious conductor, and we have it is assumed that it does not have any internal flux, but it has the same inductance as that of the actual conductor. Okay, therefore r dash can be written as r into e raised to minus 1 by 4, which is nothing but 0.7788 r. So this is a loop inductance that is given by. So 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 log to the base e d by r dash. This is a